most widely used trade finance instrument, but not the most widely used payment method. Did you get that? Trade finance instruments include demand guarantee, can buy letter of credit, export credit insurance, export credit guarantee. They are all trade finance instruments. But payment method, bill for collection, letter of credit, advance payment, open account. Do you understand? The most widely used payment method is what? Open account. But the most widely trade finance instrument is what? Letter of credit. It's been used for several hundreds of years and considered highly effective way for bank transfer, import and export trade. It's an instrument through a bank furnishes credit in place of customers' credit. The bank plays an intermediary role, helping to complete the trade transaction. Bank deal in document and not in goods. Bank deal in document and not in goods. Bank deal in document and not in goods. Bank deal, I like that, someone said before. Bank deal in document and not in goods. You know what? One day you are going to put that in for your customer. Go back. Bank deal in document. You better know it and remember it. Bank deal in document and not in goods.
But Dele, you know that as long as you say this thing, customer will still tell you.
Bank deal in document and not in goods. This is where the contract signed between the customer and the bank is so critical. That contract pleaded all the provisions of UCP as the rule that will guide the transaction. If the rule in Article 5 says bank deal in document and not in goods, if you sign it as a customer for me to act on your behalf based on this rule, you can't come back and say, I can't quote it, because we agree that this will guide us. Bank deal in document and not in goods. Meaning, if the good arrived today, the customer imported rice, they opened the container and found sawdust. And payment is due in 60 days. And the bank wants to pay. And the customer is saying, you cannot pay. You can never stop that payment as long as the documents are compliant. The question is, an outsider will say that is wicked. You are not wicked. If the customer wants to prevent that from happening, the customer should have ensured there is a shipment inspection. Because our credit is very flexible. It's so flexible that you can smuggle anything into it to protect yourself. If that opportunity is there and you never use it, you cannot hold the bank responsible that they ship rubbish to you. After all, who claimed to receive rubbish? You. Who opened the container? You. Who was the one who opened the container? You. So how do I believe that you are saying the truth? But think of it. How do I believe you are saying it? You could be lying. Come confirm. Then, what happened? Do you know this something that happened for? The customer filled an application form. The customer made funds available and filled an application form. That form you will sign. That form has an agreement at the back that you will sign. And he has ceded his rights. In fact, hold on. Who are the parties to letter of credit? Anybody? No, don't say it. I need someone to raise up his hand and say it.
Wale.
Yes, go ahead. Who is Wale? Wale, yeah, go ahead. Issue bank? Exporter? Your best store.
Joshua.
Who is Joshua? Are you good? Oh, yeah. Who are the parties to letter of credit? Uh-huh. 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 Your message, you know. Okay, hold on. Let's find letter of credit. Can you remember the definition? Yes. Who wants to define it? Okay, who wants to define it? Hold on. Hold on. Let's define and define it. And you will see the answer in the definition. Define it.
Letter of credit is any arrangement about the That is the irrevocable obligation of the
Undertaking.
From who?
beneficiary
So he's filing document from who? So who are the parties to the letter of credit?
issuing bank
And plus confirming bank effect.
Family bank.
Issuing bank, beneficiary plus confirming bank effect. You see this exporter, exporter's bank, importer, any other person involved, they are just supporting, they are supporters. What that's called? They are not obligated to do anything. The people obligated is the person that issues the instrument and the person to ship. Period. Period. With that in mind, that lets you understand that it's an agreement between two organizations. The person doing the shipment, otherwise called the exporter, who is expected to perform, and the person to pay. So when the customer, importer is not a party to LC, imagine the customer signing the agreement. He's saying, Access Bank, please act on my behalf. That's why if the compliant document comes, you don't need his consent to pay. It is when the document is discrepant. What do? You seek his waiver. If it's not discrepant, do you need his consent? You don't need his consent. You don't need him. He has given you right to act on his behalf. That's the whole idea of the agreement being signed between the banks. And this is a very important agreement. And the principle of independence in the letter of credit says that that agreement is entirely independent of the LC. That's why you cannot say because the good is bad at the port, you will not pay off the LC. Because the agreement between the buyer and the seller is an agreement. The agreement between the bank and the exporter is a separate agreement. So a frustration of one, discrepancy in one, error in one, not compliance in one will not affect the other. The only reason you will not pay on an LC is because the document is not compliant or you perceive it's forged. You check IMB, you notice this document does not exist. But any reason you are going to say you are not paying must be because of what? Document. Not because someone said the good in the report is defective or the good is bad. Remember, bank deal in what? Document and notice. Importer fill the form, make the form available. Importer, what does it do? Exporter bank release the LC. What does exporter do? Should be good. Present document to the bank. The bank send document to the importer bank. If it is signed, the bank will pay immediately. If it is tenor, he will pay at a later date. If it is signed, when is he expected to pay? If it's signed, when is he supposed to pay? Who is talking? If it is signed, document is compliant. When is he supposed to pay? When? Within which period? 5 what? What is 5 working? You know that the difference between working day and banking day. Are you aware? So we have another bank in another country to give additional what? Undertaking. Okay? Make fund available, fill the application form. What happened afterwards? Do you notice something? The money must go first. Because you see this man, he's not going to take unnecessary risk. He's not going to take unnecessary risk. So when you confirm an LC, I'm sure some of you have heard about clean line and cashback. Have you ever heard about that? Clean line and what? Why is it called clean line? I like when you talk like this.
Can you talk now?
Why is it called clean line? Oh, so every no customer calls my clean line.
Let's have a risk.
Let's have risk. You know what this class should teach you? Every word you are using, you should know. If you don't know why and the definition, it becomes difficult to manage the process. Clean line. Have you heard about clean lending before? Okay, marketer will know more about clean lending. Yes.
Because this should on a line that has been checked and
Like you. I thought you were saying it's not a line that is clean. a line has been checked. The issue is no collateral is involved. So Access Bank can give a loan to Dangote clearly. You know why? It's Dangote.
Trust.
It's Dangote.
No collateral.
They can issue to Nestle. It's Nestle now. Why? Because they are blue chip company. They will always honor their obligation. So CBN is standing behind all Nigerian banks. So a bank in Nigeria can take a loan from Citibank and there won't be collateral. But they always have a limit, obviously. Now the reason is because they give Access Bank clean line. And the same to any bank in Nigeria. But there's some bank in Nigeria they will not give that line. Because they have concerns. Why are you people like this? They will not, I'm serious, there are some banks, particularly new banks, they won't give them. Because they have concerns. But some banks they will give. Now, so when you say an LC is confirmed by a clean line, that means your bank is taking a loan from Citibank to pay on behalf of the customer. So they will, so if, let's say you have $10 million with Citibank in London, for example, and the customer needs $1 million transaction, they will block that line. So that means the bank now have 900 left. When document is presented, they will use that to pay, and the bank will pay later, and the bank will book a loan also for the customer here. Now, so clean line. So when the bank is confirming an LC, they confirm either as what? Clean line or what? Cashback means you make your cash available and you transfer to them and you put it in a cash call, cash collateral, ahead of when payment is due. So whenever you are confirming an LC, you can confirm as what? Clean line or what? Cashback. That's why if you see here, you see this bank, it's not good. In fact, if you don't have clean line or cashback, you send me IRU, you know what IRU? Irrevocable what? Reinforcement undertaking. That means I'm dealing with a bank in maybe Turkey. I don't have any money with them, but they have a correspondent bank that we both have, like Citibank. And I said, Citibank, can you help me issue an IRU to this bank? They trust Citibank. So based on the IRU for Citibank, they can also add their what? Confirmation. Do you understand? Do you understand? Now, the idea of confirmation is that two banks are giving undertaking, and the reason for this most of the time is because you are trying to protect against the risk in that country. So I don't want to ship to Ukraine and expecting payment. What if Putin bombed the bank the next day before the payment? But that's what is happening. The guy has been bombarding the country. Have you noticed? Oh, you have not been, okay, you're tired of the war. But you can't ship to Ukraine. But people are shipping to Ukraine, by the way. How are they able to ship to Ukraine? Because of what? The bank pain is not in Ukraine. The bank pain outside of Ukraine. That's the reason why, even though it's a war zone, people are still shipping there. Why? Because of confirmed letter of credit. So the money moved, then the LC is advised. What happened afterwards? The LC is advised to the bank, exporter bank, and to the exporter. So exporter should be good. Send document to his bank. His bank send document to confirming bank. Confirming bank receive document and pay immediately or at later date, depending on the terms. And then after this, document released to the importer's bank and to the importer. Importer can go to the port and afterwards clear